Well, I am restarting my footage all over again, so to speak. I accidentally lost my SD card in the great movie Rescue Line, and I have no idea where it is. So, in the pretense that I might have lost it, this is going to be my new Hollywood Studios film for the show. Hi, if I haven't said it yet, which I don't think I did. My name is David Dunbar. I'm also known as the theme park evangelist. I'm currently at Disney's Hollywood Studios. If you didn't catch it when I mentioned the Great Movie Ride, I'm going to walk back that way shortly to point out what I had just pointed out before I got in the queue line, where I accidentally lost the stupid SD card, and now I'm having a meltdown because of the fact that I rely heavily on that thing for my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna. So the main point of this stop at Disney's Hollywood Studios was to do a tour of Hollywood Studios and show everybody, specifically my friends Kay and YouTuber Artem D, the secrets of Disney's Hollywood Studios, stuff you would never have known before in your life until you watch this video, or if you decide to come here on a tour of me one day. Now this is actually very, very unique because back when this park first opened on May 1st, 1989, this was one of the main icons of the park besides the Chinese Theater right back there, which I don't know what they're going to do with that, to be honest. Anyway, so you're probably wondering, what is he staring at? He is staring at the guests. The guests are his audience, which I thought was like super cool. And he's just trying to get the right, perfect shot of the audience, the guests. I learned that all a few weeks ago, so if you didn't know that before, now you do. Now I'm going to go show you guys another cool tip that you may not have known before. Here's another cool tip you guys would like to hear. This is Audrey Hepburn's stone, where she put her handprints back on the 29th of April, I believe 1989, I mean. So, why am I pointing that out? What makes that significant? Because of the fact that Audrey Hepburn had an opportunity to put her handprints into the cement at the genuine Chinese Theater, not this one, at Hollywood Studios. And she turned it down. Why? Because of the fact that they didn't ask her right away to put her handprints in. They completely overlooked her. But when Disney had asked her to put her handprints right here in this cement, they were apologizing to her frantically, trying to get her to change her mind and maybe come over to Hollywood, California, and put her handprints there. And she refused, and she said, my handprints are over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's MGM Studios at the time, of course, and that's where they will always stay. Most of these other guys, you see, except for the Disney characters, their handprints are over at Hollywood, California, too. I don't know what they're going to do with this now that this ride is closing down permanently August 13th of this year. It's kind of sad. I wrote it just a little bit ago. I was too upset about the SD card thing not to film the ride. I might come back here another time after I buy another SD card, if by chance my old one is not found by tonight. I'm going to check on my way out, of course. I mean, it's not a big deal to buy another one. It just means that I'll just have to start over from scratch again, so to speak, with my videos. I mean, I usually delete all my footage right after I post it, so I had just deleted my Avatar Land footage. I was just now working on my Hollywood Studios one for tonight. Unfortunately, that's gone. You won't get to see me driving in or anything like that, but I'm pretty much recapping over everything I just did on my way in pretty quickly. It was going to rain earlier, but I think it rained while I was inside. I'm not sure. I mean, it sure doesn't feel any different out here. Kind of weird. before I head over to Star Wars Launch Bay, because I really want to go give BB-8 a hug, I wanted to point out something over by the Brown Derby. So let's go over and check that out. There's only approximately 4 locations in this park that serve alcohol. This is the park that sells alcohol the second most of all 4 Disney parks. EPCOT sells it the most. Animal Kingdom the third most, and then of course Magic Kingdom the least. There's only one restaurant in the Magic Kingdom that sells alcohol, and that's Be Our Guest Restaurant in Fantasyland, New Fantasyland. Alright, let's go on side of Star Wars Launch Bay and go give BB-8 a hug. Besides, it's only a 10-minute wait, and I'm not going to go stop and watch the film either. Oh, just in case you guys didn't know what this was, it's Disney Junior. Very popular. I found it full of garbage. I've seen one of the characters more than once. It's not until I started working at Hollywood Studios that I didn't know what that one girl's name is, that I just pointed my camera at. That's Dr. Stuffins. Not that it's important, but the stuff you pick up on when you work at a certain park. There's like nobody in line at all. There's like only a 5-minute wait, but I've waited maybe a minute. So I get to go by myself and go see BB-8. Maybe they'll get a picture of me hugging BB-8, which I'll add onto this footage later. I'm sure I'll figure it out, because I really want to do this thing. It's funny. I got to see BB-8, and he was excited to see me, but then I got closer to him, and he realized what I was wearing, and he got a little offended, because I'm wearing a Boba Fett shirt. I love Boba Fett. He's my favorite bounty hunter ever, but no worries, I'm still all for the Rebel Alliance, and the Resistance, which is what they call the Rebel Alliance later on, and the new Star Wars movies. Though I do like the Empire too, but not as much. But yes, Boba Fett just happens to be my favorite bounty hunter, and I felt like wearing one of my Star Wars shirts today to Star Wars Launch Bay. And I didn't expect BB-8 to freak out like that. That was quite interesting. I'll have to tell my brother that one. I'm heading over to Tire and Care to see if I could use my Fast Pass, because the ride was broken down earlier and I didn't know when it reopened, so I wasn't really paying attention. I also wanted to mention something that you guys may not have known before. Right next to a Great Movie Ride, and kind of in between Starring Worlds Cafe, which no longer exists. So it's between Starring Worlds Cafe and the Great Movie Ride. There's this restaurant called the Hollywood Brown Derby. You guys probably know all about it. It's actually a genuine restaurant out in Hollywood, California. This restaurant is basically a complete replica of the genuine thing in California, except that there is a few differences, like we may not sell exactly everything that they sell, but it's still the closest thing you can get. And my friend Richie Davis, who goes out to California a lot, because he's a huge Disneyland fan, he even agrees that it's very well done. And he used to the Hollywood Brown Derby quite frequently. Now that I'm in the Fast line for Tower of Terror and I'm almost there, sending us some Disney guests. So let's go have some fun. I'll have to let you guys know later on, after I get off the ride, how it all goes. I don't like filming on this ride. That is like super pretty and it's super cold in here. I love it. Love it very much. Because that was way too much fun riding Tower of Terror, because a lot of people don't know what to expect, so I always like to throw them off. But a lot of people are pretty good-natured about it, so, and, you know, I don't try to be mean. I think tonight was the first time I was, like, ever super mean about it, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm on my way to the opposite end of the park. Well, this is actually the opposite end. I'm on my way over to do my construction update on Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. See if I can see more of Pizza Rizzo. See more of Toy Story Land from Pizza Rizzo. My bad. Jumping ahead of myself. And then I am going to head over to, what was it? Yes, Star Tours, and ride, use my Fast Pass up. And also while I'm over on Echo Lake, I'm going to do more of my walking tour as well, so we should get back to that. The restaurant that I work at is called Ben and Bill's Dockside Diner, and the boat's called SS Down the Hatch. This is a really cool restaurant because it's featured after the movie Ben and Bill back in 1930 or something, and also happens to be right next to the other designated smoking area in the park. This restaurant has a menu that always changes. Right now we're serving pulled pork hot dogs, which we call Carolina hot dogs, and then we also have chili and cheese hot dogs. All of our hot dogs are not regular hot dogs, they're footlongs. This is also one of the few locations where you can get an alcoholic drink that's only open during certain parts of the day, so make sure you time it well. Also, this is one of the restaurants right next to 50's Primetime Cafe that I was assuming that I was going to be working at, but they thankfully were nice and put me in something a lot easier. No, this is one of my absolute favorite sit-down restaurants of all time. It's called 50's Primetime Cafe. In this restaurant, they seat you in the 1950s style kitchen or dining room, and they do everything to make you feel like that you're in a 1950s home. They even will put a box around you if you're using your phone at the table, which I think is hilarious. You also notice that this dinosaur here is kind of strange looking, like why is this here? And this is open for a very short period of time every single day. This dinosaur named Gertie is based on a 1930s or 40s comedy called Gertie. As I learned, I don't know much about it because I never watched that movie before, but it proves that everything pretty much in this park is named after a movie of some sort. Also, there is no such thing as Echo Lake. On Hollywood Studios, there is, but actually in California there's a place called Echo Park or something, but we don't have that. We have a lake, so we decided to name it as similar to the legitimate thing as we could. Another fun fact for you. Located right next to Indiana Jones is a photo pic stand called Oasis Canteen. There is approximately one per park. This is the one for Hollywood Studios. EPCOT also has one over by American Adventure. Magic Kingdom, I don't know if that has one, and I don't think Animal Kingdom has one. I know that this park and EPCOT are the only ones, for a fact, that have a funnel cake stand. This is the most busiest one. I'm not completely sure why, because I've been to the one by American Adventure. It's usually pretty busy, but not always that busy. I walked too far. I wanted to point out that green umbrella-like thing. That is one of the I think the final four, alcoholic stand in the park. I pretty much have pointed every single one of them out over the past few hours. And Star Tours is as busy as ever. And I'm going to see if I can clear up my camera. So it's messing up again. We're over by Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which everybody still refers to as Star Wars Land. You can still see remnants of, whatchamacallit, Streets of America. And there is another one of my favorite restaurants I haven't been to in like 5 years, Sci-Fi Dining Theater, where you can't get a parking ticket for, yeah, it's like a parking ticket or something, but you can get some type of other fake violation for sitting in your car for too long after you paid for your meal. Just so as a way to hint to guests that you need to get out of there and make room for other people. We're over by Muppet Vision 3D. I usually can get a better view of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge from the back of Muppet Vision 3D. So I'm going to go there first, then turn around and go into Pizza Rizzo and show you guys the construction update of Toy Story Land. Hopefully, the Tim Tracker picked the best spot to see it, because I have never been up there myself and I don't know exactly what to look at. There's some more of it. You can definitely see it's coming along. Currently coming to the back of the park. This is a restaurant called Mama Melrose Restaurant Italia. It is brand new to the park. And what makes this restaurant super significant is the fact that there's a legend behind it. Mama Melrose is a New Yorkan who really wants to start up an Italian restaurant in Disney World, and she managed to start one up here at Hollywood Studios, right next to the Muppets. I guess the Muppets helped her out, something like that. Also, you'll notice this Christmas store that's up in year-round. That's named after It's a Wonderful Life, the movie that I absolutely love to watch every Christmas Eve. So here is more of the construction update of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You can definitely see that the Millennium Falcon is taking shape. Yes, that is the Millennium Falcon, in case you guys didn't know that. I got told that not that long ago. And of course there's a crane back here. It looks like they stopped working on it for the night. The other reason why I'm even here this late of the night at this park is because you guys have never seen the new nighttime show for Hollywood Studios. It's a rip-off of the Universal Cinematic Spectacular. And then there's a Star Wars fireworks display I haven't seen in like aeons, and I want to get front row seats for both, so that's also why I'm hanging out here tonight. There's another look right at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge again. I can see why the Tim Tracker came up here to do filming at Toy Story Land. Nobody ever comes up here. In fact, nobody ever comes to this restaurant. It's actually kind of nice. And it's cool out. So if you ever need to go anywhere to, get away from it all, that back of that park over there, well, at the moment, that's the back of the park for the next 2 years. And this restaurant are very, very quiet. So if you have any autistic kids or you just need some quiet time, this is the perfect place to go. So I would highly recommend it. When I resume, I will be zooming in as best as I can on Toy Story Land. Now, I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see from here, because I can't really see a whole lot. It must be the way the sun's beaming down on my screen. But I'm just going to hope and pray for the best. Dead ahead of me are the red tracks for the Slinky Dog coaster, as they're taking shape for the new, Slinky Dog coaster, as I just said. Yeah, the one thing you cannot see from Toy Story Land over by Pixar Place, but you can see it from over here at Pizza Rizzo. It's kind of weird. I definitely understand how the Tim Tracker is able to see all this stuff before. That is super cool. And you can see the crane up ahead very clearly. And of course, as I pan the camera to the right, I can see that they haven't taken down the Snow White sign for who knows how long that's been there. Of course, this whole area used to be where the Backlot Express used to be, and Lightspeed's Action. Back behind the Muppet Show is where whatever you call it. More Lights Mars Action used to be in, of course, Residential Street back in the early days. So hopefully you guys enjoyed looking at that. I'm going to take another close-up of it. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I can see it from my camera. I think I had a better angle from where I was. I'm going to definitely stabilize these videos later, or these clips later, because man, is my hand shaky. Very shaky. I have a hard time keeping focus. Alright guys, there you go. Here's the construction update to Toy Story Land. So far, it's coming along quite well. I can actually see some progress. You can actually see more from the second story of Pizza Rizzo. There's still a huge amount of dirt over there. And this is where all the cranes are. I mean, there's some on the other side too, but you can see the cranes coming in Disney World from that are over here. I'm not completely sure what that's supposed to be. You can't see the roller coaster necessarily from over here. It's kind of weird. It looks like they moved the wall again. It's like it keeps getting moved back closer and closer and closer to this building over here, where they now have Cars 3 stuff that the Tim Tracker might have pointed out before, which of course I still haven't seen that movie yet, because I'm such a bad boy, you know. It's just about time for me to start my Fast Pass for Star Tours, and then I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll be ready for the nighttime show, so you won't hear me talking as much later. I might do, I'm going to definitely do at least 5 to 10 minute, 5, we'll just say 5 minute talk on upcoming vlogs that I have planned for the future. So I'm going to go ride this, and then I will see you guys shortly. Whatever you call it, monetization problems. I'm going to end my video right here, and I'm going to do 2 separate videos. One for the movie Cinemax Spectacular, which I'm only going to do bits and pieces of it, and then the fireworks, which of course I'll do once again bits and pieces of it. But this one will not have any monetization problems, I'm very sure of it. So this concludes my walking tour of Hollywood Studios. Hopefully I will find that stupid SD card on my way out of here. Lost and found. If not, I'll just buy another one. And when I resume start my new video, it will be the Disney movie magic. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night, and peace out. One more look at the great movie ride.